Hi guys, Happy New Year, welcome back. For the beginning of the year, I want to change some parts slightly on this channel. Starting with the giveaway, it's still running. You can still win this box here with all its contents, and just need to comment on this video here. Everything is in the description. It's still going until March, so follow, stay up to date. Another thing I want to add to this channel is more structure. I want to do an alphabetic configuration. This time we're just going to do a 911. Cars with A, the obvious thing I would think about is Audi and their range, but they don't fit this channel too much. It needs to be an S or an RS, but we're starting with an A, so the best fitting car starting with an A is from a brand I've never done here. It's a McLaren. Honestly, I didn't have this in my mind that much. I knew it's there. I didn't even knew the name because for me McLaren is always 650, 720 and some numbers, not like the Artura. It's obviously a sports car. It couldn't be more. It got power. It's a hybrid. It's basically the same as Porsche did it later with the 911, the GTS models, which we configured already. They put a V6 in it, not a V8. So 600 PS from V6, around 100 from the electric motor. 330 kilometers or 25 miles top speed. I think that's okay. 3 seconds, 0 to 60. Lando Norris had the chance to configure one. I think it's his work car, or what he got for being the one driver for them. It's a nice configuration, but I don't like the blue with the yellow calipers, and I want to show you the configuration by myself and a Lando. So it's a pretty easy to understand configurator. You got the colors you can choose from which I think is the most standard McLaren color, the McLaren orange. It's already in the name. The blues look also pretty nice. They have pretty much every color. I wouldn't go too flashy with it. I think I like the amethyst black a lot. This shines slightly purple through and it's just looking really great. For the wheels you've got 4 options. I would go with the diamond cut ones because I like the polished silver metal look more than the matte silver. It's just not that flashy. You could also go with grey, aurum, or just gold. As I already said, my Porsche configurations, I don't like golden wheels. Yeah, you can do it on a GT3 RS or something like that, but I don't know. I think it's a nice looking trend, but it's a trend, and maybe you're gonna drive this car 5 years or longer, then looking at gold wheels. No, I don't want this. You can choose the brake calipers, which are carbon ceramic brakes. Not that you need to choose them like some other brands. You always get them in basically every color. And the brakes in gold, I like them way more than the wheels in gold. Maybe even choose those, but I'm a bit more of a fan of the bronze. You could choose the different tires, titanium locking wheels, I don't know why. Then things, obviously an option, but honestly not really an option. I think it's a must to configure everything in carbon fiber. If you could. The stealth badge gives you a black logo or blacked out logo on the front. I kinda like it. The options you can't choose are already chosen with a package, so they give you some options that you could choose, but already is chosen. With the carbon fiber package you get the mirrors, the fenders. Basically the whole front is carbon fiber. The only thing that's missing is a sports exhaust system. I would choose it in black. Also here the logo is black, the blackout package. Yeah, you can choose the roof in body color or in black. I would choose in body color basically all the time on this car. The engine cover, it's gonna shine through the cover up here. And the last thing to choose is this little fixed spoiler. It's not an active spoiler, it's just fixed. Those two flaps in carbon fiber here. Then you get 4 interior options that you can choose from Alcantara mixed with leather, more Alcantara, basically just leather, the newer mixed with. Then every option of those gives you a different interior option. So this is the option Lando Norris chose, which I think is a really good looking combination. The gray with jet black accents. It's mostly leather, not too much Alcantara, which I like. You could also choose it in black. Then you get the orange trims and not the flux green. You could choose different seats, but let's just show you the different options. The standard one would look like this. The standard one is just a black Alcantara mixed with a little bit of leather. With the performance one, you get more options. You can choose it with different accents and also with a little bit of blue-gray Alcantara. The Tech Lux is the most, I think, luxurious version of it. It gives you all leather in black, in dark blue, in tan and in red. They all look good. I really like the tan version, but I don't like the piping here. It's why does it need to be neon blue? That's something I don't get. And you also can change it, or I don't see how you can change it, because on other packages you can change. So I would also go with the Vision option, because yes, it's got a yellow piping here, but I like the light gray a lot because it makes it more breathy, more airy, it opens the car a bit, which is good because you can't choose any panorama roof or anything, which you can choose on the Spider version of it. You can choose a glass roof. Okay, the Spider version came out later than but I don't get why they don't offer it for the coupe as well. It's still basically the same car. Shouldn't be too hard to add it on this one. Then, of course, carbon fiber interior packages. So more carbon fiber here. And that's basically, I think, it. Then the seats. I'm always a fan of heated seats. I don't know why. Club sport seats, they seem pretty normal for me. Why shouldn't they be able to heat them? The same thing as Porsche. They just did it with the new GT3. I don't know why they can't make club sports, more sporty feeling seats also heated. Maybe it's cold outside one day and you're gonna drive this car. Yes, it's not all-wheel drive, so maybe okay. Not the best option for it, but I do wanna have heated seats. I just like it. Always, on every car. So I would choose this. The orange seat belts make no sense with the piping here. I think this doesn't, it's just too much color, too much mixing. The steering wheel, I wouldn't go with the standard one, even though it looks good, but I think the slight more carbon fiber version looks the best. Because you could also choose the carbon fiber on the steering wheel, which I'm not a fan of. I like it when it's leather or Alcantara. It's just a nicer feeling than this cold, hard carbon fiber. Then you can choose it in leather or Alcantara. Then you even can choose if you want to see more carbon fiber of the car. Always go with it. You could add a harness bar. Here I think it's not able to add it because of the seats, but no. McLarens are practical cars. It's not a GTS with the bigger boot in the back, but it's still got some room for luggage here. Yes, it's not the best to keep it there, but if you want to do a smaller trip, I can imagine it to be an awesome car for that. And therefore I would like to put some luggages back there, not just in the front boot, in the front. Do it there, and I wouldn't choose the harness bar. You're not gonna need 6-point belts on standard McLaren that you're not gonna rack all the time. So I wouldn't go with the harness bar. The armrest of the logo, a nice little touch. As you're already down here, one thing that is really interesting about this car, not the gear selector, but if you choose reverse, the car is always electric. It's a car that doesn't have a reversing gear. Just got forward driving gears. So you can drive this car backwards if it's not using its electric power. And driving you can electric or hybrid. But the hybrid is more for the power, so you just get all the sensors. You just can choose adaptive cruise control and auto high beam assistance. So yeah, why not choose it? It's practical. I like it on all the cars I drive. Vehicle lift is the lifting system for the front is already chosen. Great, because you should always choose it. It's something I think that is a must for every sports car. You need to get it over speed bumps. Otherwise, the better alarm system and the tracking system I think are a nice add-on. And that's the McLaren Artura, as I would choose it as the first car of the year for this week with an A. So now PS hybrid. It's a good looking car. And also one thing that's always amazing about McLaren's, those scissor doors, it just looks more sporty, more extreme than every normal opening sports car. I like that a lot. So yeah, that's the car as I would choose it. Comment down below what you think about it. And also, don't forget about the giveaway. Comment on the other video. Follow and stay tuned for more. See you soon. Bye bye.